For more, we are joined now by Behnam Ben Taleblu, Senior Fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracy, who is joining us from Washington, D.C. Behnam, right now, what should we make of Iran's statements against the United States? Could the U.S. be pressured, perhaps, into even releasing Abedini?
Well, it's a pleasure to be with you. I think the first thing we can take away from the spokesperson for the Iranian Foreign Ministry is the sheer gall, or dare I say chutzpah. The Islamic Republic of Iran is a state that has had hostage-taking, international hostage-taking, coterminous, essentially, with its 45-plus-year existence. And it's gone after foreign diplomats, it's gone after dual nationals, it's gone after foreign citizens, and it's had the long arm backed by the unjust system of the Islamic Republic against all of those actors. And when the U.S. is enforcing not just its own sanctions, but its own laws against its own technologies, kind of tightening the export control cap of some of these controlled military equipments that did go into the kind of drones that were used against U.S. service persons in Jordan early January of last year, well, then rightly, the U.S. is going to engage in legal prosecutorial measures against all involved. And that has involved going after this Iranian individual in Italy at the time. And the Italian government did comply with that because also it's in the Italian national interest to do so. Italy has had less hostage taking by the Islamic Republic than other states, but this proves that Italy is not immune to it. And I think the major takeaway that we need to take away from this individual's comments is that every country in the world that has had or continues to have hostages in Iran needs to band together to pressure this regime, because now it's the pot calling the kettle black.
And so do you think that other of these Western countries will come back in pressuring Iran? We know it's just 2 weeks until Donald Trump is back in office. How is Iran perhaps preparing for this intense pressure that could come from the U.S.?
Well, the Trump administration needs to make this a diplomatic priority because, unfortunately, there are still U.S. Detainees, U.S. hostages around the world. But it should also push for the creation of a hostage czar in places like the European Union that continues to have their nationals, their citizens detained in places not just like Iran, but in other countries as well, such as Russia. So it would be a measure of improved transatlantic ties if the Europeans, for example, do take on this position, or countries like Australia or countries that have had hostages in Iran or elsewhere in the past do create some kind of an international body to be able to regulate and work together how they can press the countries that have had a financial incentive or a political incentive to take hostages.
Certainly interesting developments from Iran and perhaps the United States. Behnam Ben Taleblu, thank you for breaking this down for us.
Thank you.